Might need to test it. All right, we got everybody back. I think everybody got your partner that was sitting with you. It look good now. It looked like we all here. I do want to say something. Man, Trees by RV, you just
Bless my
you just
life.
blessed all our lives. Somebody asked me, they was like, "What would you rate it on a count of 1 to 10?" Look, I be rating people hard.
Yeah. Nobody gets a 10.
That's a sweet 10. That's, and look, I'm not gonna lie. That her cheesecake was fire. Like I'm excited.
Period.
We was talking about maybe there's some cool opportunities of where I can work with her and we can work with her in Raleigh Food Trap. So
Yeah, that
stay tuned. Stay tuned. That was exciting. Oh look, y'all, it go way more than that though. I was like, I even want to do a monthly special at the yard. Like, but we gotta work that. I know we gotta work that out because I answer to some people that's gotta say okay. So, but we here. I'm gonna make sure I get your information.
Yeah. It's on your road. It's on your road.
Jessica, you started all this church, okay? Look, thank God I go to church.
It's on your road.
I'm weak. Y'all, all right. So we're gonna dive right back on in before Darius tell me I can't come back. So we're gonna dive. Darius gonna be like, look, man, you gotta keep people focused, man. Like, you did a bad job. All right, you guys. All right, so let's go ahead and jump back into it, y'all. We in chapter number 4, okay? That's just welcoming us back. Do y'all need like do we need to like do an icebreaker or something to jump back into it? I think we good. I think we good. Did we get some good networking in? Any good networking? Okay. All right. So, Ra, tell me one cool thing about you learned about somebody. Like, wow.
Oh, I was talking to Candace. I didn't know that she was a coach that helps with resumes, with actually helping prepare you for an interview.
Whoa.
And she also, her podcast, I think she's still trying to
Getting a podcast together. Okay. I love it. Okay, Victoria, did you get a chance to meet anybody? You ate. Okay. Okay.
She said she was hungry. It was lunch.
Hey. So she missed the networking part. Okay. All right, no worries. I'm gonna jump to one more person. Mr. David. Oh, he ate. Okay.
We spoke.
Yeah, that's right. You had some time to talk.
We spoke.
As I was talking to your wife,
Yes, sir.
She just enlightened me on just some of the things that y'all do as a behind the scenes business. You know how you don't, if you come across a bad review, how you don't.
We don't put it out there. Yeah.
You know, and that says a lot.
Yeah.
We can't tell it.
Yeah.
I can't tell y'all who had the roaches. I'm sorry, I can't do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Businesses, and some
We try.
and some don't, but
We was
Yeah.
talking about.
We'll tell
still
you.
give them that
We do.
opportunity to
We do.
Yeah.
come up after.
Yeah.
Yeah, people ask us that all the time. Like, what do you do if you go to a place and it's not good? Now, if I go somewhere and they got roaches, I'm gonna let y'all know. I'm not gonna get on social media and be like, hey yo, they got roaches over here. Da, da, da. Nah, I ain't gonna do that. Like somebody did that on Church's Chicken. Y'all see the Church's Chicken on Newburn? That joint went viral for having roaches in the lights.
Ooh.
But it's Church's Chicken though. It's like,
What
did you expect? What did you expect? And that. All the roaches live at Church's Chicken. We already know it's not Church's Chicken if they don't have roaches. Oh, Church is gonna have the whole family. I mean, they having a reunion. But people ask us all the time, like, what do you do if you come across a bad experience?
Yeah.
And if we do come across a bad experience, it's like, we'll give the business opportunity to like, kind of get it. We'll let them know like, hey, we know you guys brought us here. We're very excited for this opportunity, but this just wasn't right. So I'm gonna pay for everything that you gave us today. Like we've been to restaurants where I'm just like, Bree, number one, this ain't gonna go viral because I'm posting with the intent to reach. This is not gonna go viral. And then I was like, number two, it's just not there. We're gonna tell all these people that this food is so good, make you do the da da da, and it's not.
Or the service or something about it.
Because we had a bad experience, so we will definitely let them down, and I'll let them know, like, hey, I need y'all to build all this up, and normally at that time the business owner's like, well, I'm so sorry. What can we do? You know how they'll normally try to figure out a way to make it right. So,
Yeah.
but yeah, y'all don't hear about all the bads because we just can't do it. But anyway, but that's a good one. You a good one, okay? You a good one. Let's go right into it. All right, we talking about small businesses. Chapter 4. We are talking about some of the best practices. Go back one time. I think it was best practices around social media. Like, what should you be doing? Like, what should you not be doing? What type of content? It's probably about 10 different things for best practices that we're gonna go over. Next slide. Let's kind of like level set real quick. I need 2 people to share some details around a rewarding social media post that you shared on behalf of your business. You know, rewarding meaning I posted, I woke up the next day, I had more engagement than I've ever seen. Or I woke up the next day and I had DMs that came from a post. Like, whoa, can anybody think of good?
Sorry. So the Cookie Monster, I did a Cookie Monster cheesecake and woke up one day and it was viral.
Wow. Wow.
What is it? The Munchies.
Ooh.
They shared.
It's a big platform.
Yeah. So I was like, wow, that's my cheesecake.
That's major.
Somebody messaged me and was like,
You're on
hey,
Munchies.
go see this. Your cheesecake is going viral.
Y'all.
And it was just a slice of Cookie Monster. It was around the time everybody else was doing, the whole Cookie Monster thing. So I was like, let me try and see what I can do.
Ooh, that's what's up.
I wasn't expecting it to go viral, but it did. So
Yeah, no,
I'm
that's
excited about that.
dope. Y'all know so I heard several different things. I heard number 1, she was playing on the trend. Because she said, oh, the Cookie Monster, everybody's playing on Cookie Monster. Let me jump in. So she jumped in and went viral. Another thing, she got reposted by a bigger blog. So the Munchies is major. So she now just went to a publication that reposted her. What that did for her is that increased her reach, her engagement. That put her in front of people that didn't know who she was. So we're going to talk about that too. How can I get a bigger platform to repost me? How can I get Century 21, I'm just going to use this as an example, Century 21, XP Realty, how can I get them to repost me? They may have 100,000 followers. I got 900. How can I get my stuff on their wall? Great job. That was a great example. Let's do one more. Anybody else? It ain't got to be that elaborate.
I'm about to say, it was not my business. It was more of a personal brand. I mean, it's not mine. It's theirs. Like, he did a video about get some new shoes.
Yes. Yeah, we all seen that, boy.
Oh yeah.
We
I
all
heard about that.
It got translated in like 2 different languages.
Good
Right?
gracious.
It went to
Wow.
1 million views in like Spanish.
Y'all are going viral like 8 times.
Come on, man.
Like another people have translated again, and then that'll go viral.
Come on.
That's dope.
What'd you say?
No, I'm just-
But my parody of the video didn't get any traction.
I need to see that. Because I know it was hilarious if you did it. I love it.
do what it takes to do it.
No, right. Leave that man alone. We got Monica. Oh, okay. Never mind.
Sorry.
Never mind. Okay.
But Derek, I don't know if everyone knows, but can you tell them, like, you weren't expecting it, and like the day when you did it?
So it was 2022. I did a challenge to ET's social media.
Yes, sir.
Why this is a full circle story.
Yep.
ET's Eric Thomas. Everybody know who that?
Yep.
Motivational speaker. He did his social media person put out a challenge. I challenge y'all to go do content for 30 days. And so I picked February because it was less days.
Less days.
She said a month, so I was like, let me do February. And my goal was to get 1,000 followers on TikTok by the end of the 30 days. And by the time the 30 days was up, or the end of the month was up, I had only like 400 or 500. And so on March 1st, I think we went to a service at the church, a second service. I was tired, but I'm like, you know what? I got to continue this thing. So I went home, set up the camera, literally hopped out the car, put up the tripod in the yard, did the video. I was tired, and I had bought some shoes like that Friday, and went to Virginia. They was uncomfortable. I walked around Virginia, feet hurt. And so I did the video, and it went viral. Like literally the next week, it had millions of views. I got 55,000 followers on TikTok.
55,000.
Wow.
Yeah, and what's crazy is that led to me working with ET.
Come
And
on.
like 4 or 5 months later. So
That's crazy.
he saw the video and was like, I gotta bring you on.
That's
And you come
amazing.
meet with Atlanta. So
That's how that happened. So can I speak to, let's talk about conversions, because his video was seen millions of times. His return on his investment, his time, just walking out, doing that video, was 55,000 followers. So you think about conversion rates. Like, okay, his video was seen, let's say, what, 10 million times? 55,000 people saw his page and said, he providing value. Let me follow that. So that's about right. I mean, you're never going to get 100% conversion. There's no way you're going to be able to, that's not going to happen. You're going to get 17 million views, you're not going to get 17 million followers off that video. It's not going to happen. But that was a great example. Both amazing examples. I do remember following that whole story, so thank you for sharing that. Thank you for pulling that out of him. Because Darius probably won't say nothing. All right, so let's talk about the different things that social media best practices that small businesses should do. You want to build a human, people first presence. You don't want to sound like a robot. Okay, so busy businesses, we tend to get stuck in a copy and paste approach. So every time somebody posts, you may say thank you. That's it, because you can just copy and paste it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Come again. Try us here online. But actually engaging, being more personable, giving your platform a personality. So Trees by Arve, she can actually post silly things, funny things. You can respond to people in a funny, comical way sometimes. It's okay to do that. Businesses do it. Businesses that do it well, Chipotle does an amazing job at having a personality. I mean, they will tell you in a minute, like, oh yeah, we giving big portions now. Like, they'll say funny stuff like that to people in comments. Injecting a personality into your post is like a low-hanging way to relate to your audience. So that lets me know as a follower, like, okay, there really is a person. This ain't no automated AI machine that's running their social media. Here's an example here of Lucas is my hero. This person had wrote on vital proteins. If y'all know anything about vital proteins, they're like all over social media as well. This guy was like, hey, can I have my vital proteins warm first thing in the morning? And that's kind of like weird. But vital proteins was like, yes, and they said a response. But then here's another person. They say, yeah, me too. And it's not a copy and paste. It's like different for each person. It's actually a real person there. So putting that personality into your engagement and not sound like a robot. We can go to the next slide unless you got, okay. Look at your social media as a resource, not just a promotional channel. All right, y'all. I forgot to blurb out who businesses was, but I'm using this lady's Instagram right now as an example. But there are some people that do a really bad job. Businesses that do a horrible job when it comes down to using their social media like actually as a resource and not like a promo channel. When we say that, every time you post shouldn't look like an ad. Every time you post shouldn't be, oh, we got a sale today on 2-for-1 shirts, or tomorrow it's we're gonna be at the Black Farmers Market. I mean, it should be, you should have, there should be different things that provide the value. If your value is just promo posts, that's kind of hard to make people follow you. It's hard to make people you're not providing that value that we're talking about. So here, don't make the mistake of treating your social media like a dumping ground for offers. This lady's Instagram right here, she's got close to 9,000 followers. I've been following her brand for a while. When I got to her Instagram, this is the screenshot of her Instagram. Now, above is the fold where it talks about who she is, all that kind of stuff. But this is her actual page. Do you see cheesecake anywhere up here? You might see one video of a cheesecake, but do you see her product? Everything is like flyers and blasts and comical stuff. That's not going to keep people's attention. So don't be a dumping ground. Don't look salesy. This looks very salesy. Are y'all ready for cheesecake? Come pick it up. Blah, 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 blah. Create actionable educational content. So like how-to tutorials. Don't be afraid to show people. I'm just going to use cheesecake because we're talking about her. Don't be afraid to show people how to make cheesecake. Not your cheesecake, but just cheesecake in general. You can make a regular cheesecake just with these 4 easy steps. That, to me, just provided me value because I'm interested. I want to know how to make cheesecake. You just showed me how to make cheesecake in 4 steps. It's not your brand. It's not your secrets. It's not your exact measurements, but it's just cheesecake, So there's ways you can do this to grab people's attention. I'm just using that as an example. Put that in your own business. Answering questions, sharing advice with your audience. So your audience is asking questions. Don't leave them hanging. They asking questions like, where you going to be at this weekend? can I get a discount if I buy 2? You know, of course not, but we like to at least try. You know, you can respond to them and use the personality. Sharing company updates and keeping customers in the loop. So she was definitely keeping customers in the loop. Like, come pick up cheesecake, but it was just so salesy. Like, why didn't she try to provide more value in different ways? You got something to add?
I was just gonna say none of these would be approved for ads. None of these visuals. So you also have to think about what kind of content you're putting out there for ads. If it's a picture, you definitely want it to be a picture of your product. You don't want a lot of text. Facebook and Instagram will reject it. So they want to focus on less words, more captivating people visually, and then put all your information that you need in the copy.
Copy. Yeah, copy's a big thing. Did I see a hand? I thought oh no, my fault. All right, you can go ahead to the next one. Show up consistently. I think it's been said now. You know, we've been talking about you and your 6 posts a month. You know, we definitely want to show up consistently. You know, this applies to both publishing your content and engaging with your customers or your followers. Those new followers that you're bringing in, we want to show up consistently. When they start asking those questions, hey, what happens if I buy 2 buckets of cheesecakes? We want to be responding. Well, you know, Shanae, you know, it's you buy it, but they're $4.99 a pop. You know, and you can respond to people publicly, because how many of y'all sometimes see a post, you like to go look in the comments for a question that you already asked? Yes. There you go. So if you've taken care and already answered that question, now you just saved yourself a DM. You just looked a little more trustworthy on social media, and you just joined the conversation. So those are 3 good points about showing up consistently. It always looks bad when brands leave people hanging. So, because right now, all these are different social media accounts, and Big Air, Victoria represents Big Air. Anybody been to Big Air? Y'all heard about Big Air? Okay, so Big Air, so you supposed to be networking, but you were eating though. So networking. Big Air, like whenever people ask questions on Big Air, you always want to come back as a response, showing that kind of what is the word I'm looking for? That community. I mean, these are many communities at the end of the day.
Yeah, you're interacting with people, and then be personable. Like this Chewy, they use the guy's name.
Right.
They're very just relatable is what you want to be. You want to make it seem like you're a real person just like they are.
Yep, and that's a tweet from my Twitter people. Ex-people was like, I don't know about Twitter. That's Chewy talking to people. People do still use Twitter to ask questions, complain, things like that, you know. I wanted to pull this out. Rule of thumb, that social media algorithms, we all know it rewards consistency. Okay, so the algorithm rewards those that post a little bit more, because you're adding value to the platform. If you post a little bit more, Instagram is saying, their big thing is they got 2 billion users. They want 2 billion users to be active as much as possible. You're helping them obtain that goal. So they want to reward you. So that's why the algorithm does this. So for those that are more consistent, we all understand the algorithm favors that. Now, while flooding your audience will hurt you, letting your feed gather cobwebs ain't gonna help you either. So we got that X page that's sitting there, and it ain't no post. That's not helping us, because somebody just went to your X page to see how credible you are, and you've never said anything. So it's like, oh, this is not a credible business. You know, it's kind of the world we live in right now. Make a conscious effort to reply to questions. We talked about that. That's why you do have to monitor your tags and your mentions. So whenever I mention your company for real estate, you'll get a notification. It's like, Roger just mentioned you. You want to come running to my assistance. You know, not meaning you got to run physically, but just be on it. All right, let's go to our
I will say something about the rule of thumb. I was managing a social media account, and I went on maternity leave, and somebody else took over. And I had great traction, before, and then I left, and I came back, and it was
tough to come.
No traction, okay?
Tough.
So what that person did was they flooded the audience and absolutely killed the engagement. If you are flooding your audience, just think about how many times you get on social media, maybe once a day, maybe once every couple of days. So when you get back on, let's say you've been off for 2 days, you get back on, and that person is posted 3 times in a day, you're seeing 6 feeds back to back to back to back. And you're going to be like, I can't unfollow, or you're going to be like, mute, I'm going to scroll. I'm not even going to stop and like what you're doing because it's just too much. You don't want to just like yell at people with your brand.
Yeah.
So it took probably another year to get back to where people will actually engage. So I was posting about once a day. I would skip a couple days in there sometimes and then get back on it just to give people time to catch up on the content that was already posted.
Right. Yeah, I think that sweet spot, because we're talking consistency, that sweet spot is about 3 times a week. So about 3 times, you want to hit people at the beginning of the week, you want to remind people in the middle of the week, and then you want to hit people right before they take off to go into their weekend. So that's normally that Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Somewhere those 3 times a week, 3 times you kind of hitting everything. And then people got the weekend, they're doing family, they're posting and running, they're not really engaging. Monday they come back, they see posts, you know. Stick to that method. Monday, Wednesday, Friday, you can't go wrong. But like you, yeah, we can. Well, no, like you was saying, the flooding part. Have you guys ever? What do you think? What would you do? Let's say right now you're on social media and you keep, like she's saying, you keep seeing the same person all the time. You don't want to unfollow them because you know you kind of like their content. But what you might do?
Yes, I do. Yes, I do.
Okay, you might unfollow.
Guilty.
Y'all women different. See, what I'm gonna guess is probably what Justin gonna do. We're gonna roll past it. Like, shoot, just keep moving past it. Don't engage with it at all. She's like, you know what? I'm tired of seeing her videos. You know, and that's hurting you because you got 190,000 followers, but only 1% of them engage with your content because you're flooding them all the time. So that means when brands start looking at you and they say, hey, we want to pay her to promote us, she has low engagement. It's because she's flooding her people all the time. So it is okay to make people miss you just a little bit.
It's a good question that I want to ask about it because I've been doing content for about 5 years, and I do like what I call meditational, motivational moments in the morning, and I do it 5 days a week, and each day has a certain thing. They're only 6 to 8 minutes, but the most traction I've seen is 1K, 1,200, something like that. But then there's certain times, periods where it's like 50, 60, 100 maybe. So
what's going on there?
Yeah.
What platform is this?
Facebook.
Okay, I was gonna say, you want to take it?
Okay, you said 6 to 8 minutes?
Yeah.
When was the last time you watched a video that was about 8 minutes long and they want to fight? Somebody taking their clothes off? Twerking? It's the content. It's been a minute. Okay. Same thing?
Or I'll go to YouTube if I want to see something.
That's
we
what
go.
I was gonna say. Yeah.
I think we're on the wrong platform.
Okay.
I think we're on the wrong platform. That's almost considered long form content at this point. Even though Facebook has long form content, when we want to see that long form, we're gonna resort over to YouTube. YouTube's got to have the platform set up for the TV, while Facebook does have Facebook TV and all that stuff. You can kind of see that stuff, but nobody's really on it.
But what you can do is you can tease it. So you tease.
Get a small clip it and be like, y'all,
20, 30 seconds.
and push them to your YouTube.
See the whole video. Do morning meditation with me. Click the link.
That's the link.
Something like that.
Yeah, no, absolutely. That's that whole omni-channel approach that takes a little time, but his content, your content is you're saying, hey guys, I got an 8-minute video. It's powerful. This is going to help you get through your week. Go check it out right now. It's on YouTube. Here's the link. Boom. That's it.
Join me every morning.
Join me every morning.
And then because you can also schedule all your YouTube content.
Yeah,
You can schedule to premiere. You can schedule to go public. You can upload all of them, hide them, and then periodically release it. You can do it like that.
Yeah.
His name is so awesome. Like,
You want to share it?
Oh, sorry, I didn't want to.
Just look.
Yeah, like grind time. I
Yeah.
mean, there's
Man.
so much you could do with
So much,
like, with
yeah.
teasing that.
I love it too.
Yeah.
Grind time. I like that.
It's an acronym for get real intense about navigating towards your destination.
Cool.
Wow.
Good. Woo, boy, look. I'm gonna go look you up as soon as we get out of here. Look. Because that motivational moment, that's that value add, and people are looking for these type of motivations. Darius has done content for a motivational speaker. That's all this man does for a living is go around and motivate people. So we're looking in this time right now that we live in. We need that.
Yes.
So great job on that. But I think you might be pushing on the wrong platform. Because we think long form, always go straight YouTube. YouTube is now exercising shorts. And if you have not claimed your YouTube yet, please do it. And here's what you want to do.
You have to have 100 followers.
To get
100.
shorts?
No. To get your name.
Oh, to get your name, yes.
Yeah.
You have to have a certain amount of followers to get your exact name that you want. But claim a YouTube and start putting shorts on YouTube. Right now, YouTube is pushing shorts. Raleigh Food Chat, we joined YouTube maybe October last year. I just checked this morning. We just hit 30,000 subscribers. I ain't done nothing. I ain't done nothing. Like all I did was just take it from Instagram and put it over here. That's all I did. I ain't do no special hashtags. It's like, that's why we just been trying to figure this out. But a homie of mine told me, he was like, yo, do your research on this. This is happening. I started researching. I was like, yo, he's right. So we became YouTube creators probably about a month ago. And now YouTube, of course, when you become a YouTube creator, they open so much up for you.
Yeah.
You're a part of YouTube. So, and that's what 30,000 subscribers that I really didn't try nothing for. So I encourage you, if you got some banging content real estate agents. Oh my gosh. All day long. YouTube, y'all need to be shooting YouTube videos. You do them little, you could do the
Quick
content on
tours,
your own.
so much. It's
Quick
so much you
tours.
can do.
Just make them shorts and throw them up on YouTube. You can use local hashtags as well. So you can select Raleigh Realtor, NC Real Estate. You can use those hashtags. The thing about YouTube, you can't make a hashtag on YouTube. YouTube has preset hashtags already for you for following. So when you type in Shanae's Raleigh Real, it's not coming up. It's not. But when you type in NC Realtor, it's going to be something you can file in, and it tells you, oh, there's 30,000 videos that you're following into. Like, it tells you everything. So definitely go that route. All right, we'll go to our next one. All right, so this is my favorite topic out of all of these tidbits is going to be develop a hashtag, because there's a community of people out here that are against hashtags. They say that hashtags don't work. It's an ancient dinosaur. You thought that too?
No, I just started seeing
Hashtags?
people say it. Like,
Yeah. Don't do it. Don't worry about it. It's because Instagram, Meta came up with something called topics. All right. Topics is whenever you post now, you can choose what topic you want your content to be filed up under. Topics really ain't that effective because we don't search. We can't search through topics. However, we still can search through hashtags.
Yeah.
So right now I'm looking for a Raleigh barber, hashtag Raleigh barber, boom, there they all go. I can't topic search. It's just not available yet. So I don't think it's where they thought it was going to be. So right now hashtags are still very much yet alive. Help your content get found by the right people. This is how we talked earlier. This is how you file your content. If I got cheesecakes, I need to be using using the word cheesecake is going to file me in a big pool. But using Clayton cheesecake is going to file me in a smaller pool where people around here might be able to find me. So think those things when you're doing your hashtags. Darius talked earlier about hashtag strategy. I was talking to a group earlier about AI. Y'all familiar with ChatGPT, Gemini? Okay. If you don't know what hashtags to use, guess what? ChatGPT. What are the top 30 hashtags in North Carolina to help me trend on Instagram as a real estate agent? Copy, paste. That's it. That's one way to get your hashtag strategy. Another way, watch this. Here's what you do. Now, a lot of people don't think like this. That guy earlier I showed y'all, Daniel Gluckin, the white guy that I said was killer at real estate. His hashtags are at the bottom of his video. All you got to do, you could copy his hashtags and use the same ones. If it trended for him, maybe it'll trend for you. Okay, so that's why we talk about benchmarking is such an amazing thing. Find somebody that's doing what you want to do and take their hashtags down. When we first started Raleigh Food Trap, I was benchmarking this guy, I think it was LA Try Guy, a few others that we was loving. And I'm like, yo, I love what they're doing. Here in Raleigh, it was a few doing, but nobody brown in the space doing it. Yeah. And it was like, this is during COVID. I said, yo, how do we go viral? And she said, why don't you just look what hashtags they used? I was like, good point. So I was like, yo, you're a genius. So what I did was I screenshot the picture with the hashtags of the person's video. And what you can do on iPhone now, you can hard touch. I don't know about Androids, I'm sorry. But what iPhones, I'm sorry, look at them. I'm sorry, iPhone family, you hard touch and it turns it into text. You just copy all of that, and you don't have to sit there. Like Androids probably have to like type it. We don't have to.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, yo, I thought you was
Sorry, y'all. Sorry.
I know.
He's phone
right.
racist. Sorry.
I'm very phone racist. Okay. I'm the guy to be like, yo, you know, most iPhone users got Vic card, like EBT card. Like, Android users have EBT cards. Like, I be talking about y'all bad. I'm like, y'all just moved out from y'all mama house. I say bad stuff. My sister will tell you I say bad stuff about Android users. I be hating y'all. I be hating. So back on this. So hashtag strategy. Darius talked about that. There's two ways you can get you a hashtag strategy. You can use AI or just take somebody else's that you see already working. Yeah. Take their hashtag strategy. Now you may have to tweak it. Don't think you're just gonna be able to take everything verbatim because that video that was viral, it could have been trending with California hashtags. Mm-hmm. Make that RDU Raleigh versions. Hashtags can help you also join conversations, and that drives traffic to your content. So what we mean by that is because you just hashtag cheesecake, there's 40 billion people right now that also use that same hashtag, and that's a conversation that's going on. You just join that conversation because now whenever I search cheesecake, I'm finding you. Mm-hmm. You know, cheesecake's really a tough one because it's very, very congested. That's a high traffic. You do want to stay away from high traffic hashtags when you're trying to, I think, grow. Will be discovered and grow, but still use them. I mean, you can't go wrong using them. Anybody be using like FYP all the time on TikTok? Y'all use that one? Yeah. FYP? For you page? Like for you page? For you page? If you're doing TikTok, if you're trying to trend on TikTok, use hashtags like FYP. FYP smiley face. That's for you page with smiley face. Another big one is NC TikTokers. Another one, NC check. I don't know what it is about NC check on TikTok, but if you use NC check, it's like people are finding love. People are finding lost relatives, barbers, animals. They just checking it off. NC check. Now this is
like the words
NC CHECK. NC check. Look at that. I'm serious. Only on TikTok though. It does not apply to Instagram. I tried it a million times. That is a dead link. But that bad boy been trending for a long time. Probably about 2 years on TikTok. Anytime you use it, it's just like take off. So NC check. Instagram will actually show you how much of your engagement came from hashtags. And I'm about to show y'all that in a second. So this is going the people that we said that it ain't working. We about to show them how it does work. So Instagram shows you, like, okay, you know, Mr. Deshaun, you got 5,000 views today. 2,000 of them views came from using hashtags. It shows you. And I'm gonna show you in just a minute. Hashtags expand your reach beyond your immediate followers and puts you in front of others. And it's free to use. I mean, it's free. It's a free way to follow yourself. Instagram, as y'all know, you can do between 1 to 30. I tend to eat up all 30. I mean, it's 30 shots. I mean, you can shoot your shot 30 times. Why not go for it? Mm-hmm. Twitter, 1 to 2. Why is that?
You have a limited amount of characters.
Limited allowed. So
everything is a character.
X
so even if you post a picture, that could take up like 5 characters.
Right.
So then that would limit your words.
Same thing with YouTube in the title section.
Oh yeah, YouTube is like you get like 10 characters.
Yeah, I think it's like 90.
Yeah.
I think it's like 90 characters.
It's very short.
Very short. So what they're doing is short titles and then use a hashtag. Mm-hmm. But Instagram, have you guys noticed how people will allow their first comment to be a set of hashtags? Okay. Yeah. You know why they're doing that? No. Here's why they're doing that. Because people like me who steal hashtags, I'll be looking like, where the hashtags at? I'm not going to look through 200 comments to find your hashtags. That's why they hide the hashtags in the comments now. So once you get your subset of hashtags, hide them in the comments for people like me. I mean, if you got something trending, I'm gonna grab your hashtag. And I have sat there and scrolled through all them comments. Like, I know she put them hashtags in somewhere. Brie like, come eat. Yo, I'll be there in about an hour, bro.
I'm looking through 50,000
Yes,
comments.
because that hashtag strategy. So let's say we're working with Treats by RV, and we're getting ready to post her cheesecake. So I'm gonna use AJ's cheesecakes as an example. I spent an hour building the hashtags before I posted her video. Her video clocked in this morning at 5.5 million views. 5.5
That's
million
just
views.
Instagram.
That's just Instagram. Oh, she went viral on every platform because of the hashtag strategy. So I sat there an hour, and what I did was I went to the hashtag. I went on Instagram and I typed in cheesecake, and then I found some really trending posts. And I'm like, okay, this lady's post, she got 500,000 views here. All right, let me see what hashtag she used. And what I did was I started looking through her comments, and I scrolled for about 20 minutes until I found her hashtags. Copy and paste them. Boom, it worked. That's all it is. That's all this game is. It's nothing new under the sun. Nothing new. So hashtags are real. Let's go to this next, because this right here is going to blow your mind. All right. This here's a post. I love this. I didn't even show you this because I found it last night. This is an old post from 2022. And we was somewhere.
Charlotte.
We was in Charlotte, and we was promoting a hotel. It was a giveaway. Giveaway posts always misconstrue your numbers. I will let you know that because there's so much heavy engagement and probably and a lot less exposure. So you got all these comments, but it was only shown to this many people. So always your numbers go crazy. If we look at this correctly, Instagram is showing right now 1.2K likes on this picture, 1.8K comments. I mean, 1,800 people commented. 55 people took the picture, shared it. 315 people said, hey, I'm going to save that for next time. Okay, that's what these numbers are. When we scroll down, I look over here, it reached 28,710 people. That's this picture. What blows my mind is this portion right here. From the home page, 23,000 of those people found it from home. They were just scrolling through a home page and found it. 8,548 of those people landed on the profile. They got the image from the profile. It was already on the profile. I was like, oh, look at this picture. That's 8,000. Now, these numbers are off because that don't equal this. Remember this because it's a giveaway. Right here, hashtags. 2,858 found it through the hashtags that was used in this video, in this picture. Okay, I would have missed out on 2,800 people if I hadn't used the hashtags. That's where I'm like, why are people teaching these people that it's just not? It's right here. This is a screenshot I took last night at 2 a.m. in the morning, 2:02. So I'm not lying. I told you I don't sleep. You saw that moon that was over here? Yeah. My phone was in do not. I probably was in the bed looking for it. I probably
was in sleep mode.
But it really is a real thing. Hashtags. So don't forget your hashtags. Let's go to our next one. Oh, well, before any questions? I had a question.
Is there any benefit to I know you said the one benefit to put them in the comments is to hide the hashtags. Yep. But does that have any effect on the algorithm? Or
nope. Okay. It's as long as so a lot of people because remember hashtags are in real time. So as soon as you post it, you want to hurry up and come right back with that first comment with them hashtags. And normally you're going to kind of already have it copy pasted in the background. So I just dropped my cheesecake pic. Now all of a sudden it posted. Boom. Let me hurry up and throw first comment hashtags. And you get out the way. That's it. I can't come back 5 weeks later and try to, let me add some hashtags. You know where it's going to file you? 5 weeks ago down there. That's what it's all based on timestamps. It's all timestamped. It's all timestamped. So in real time, we want to add our hashtag within seconds of posting if we can. So for me, I know I have a note on both of our phones. It's thousands of hashtags. It was stole these from here, stole these from here. These right here for Raleigh. If we in California, do these. I got hashtag strategies. On all of our phones. And so she knows if she posts for a business, if it's a soul food restaurant, let me go find that the subset of hashtags he made for soul food, copy and paste, post, boom, hashtags, immediate. You always be quick with it. Good question.
And it looks like engagement already. It's they already got a comment.
First
they just
comment.
posted 30 seconds ago.
No, that's just you commenting for yourself. Y'all ever see people commenting on their own stuff? Outside the hashtag comment, they'll post another one.
I'm proud of that.
I have
they'll be
seen
like,
you doing
first.
that. No, TikTok is one people be like, first. Like, what you mean? Like, okay, first one.
But those are like stand things. Like if you stand a page, like I want to be the first person, especially if it's a live.
Yes.
I want to be the first person to be like, I want this influencer person to know
notice I'm here.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
No,
So
first.
I do that to Trees Bar Bay all the time. Hey.
I did see you on her stuff last night. I did see that. So let's flip that. I love how she says I like to be the first person talking on the thread. She likes to be the first person on the conversation. Imagine that first comment is your real estate company. So
a moving company that does that now that I'm noticing.
Yep.
Now that you said it.
they're trying. What you're doing is your marketing territory. Right now, whenever I mean, there's many places I can put Raleigh Food Trap on social media. I'm going to do it. So it's and we're going to talk a little bit about that as well. But you're literally taking your business name and putting it in front of somebody else's like followers. You know, so it's okay to like do that. So you're not only just commenting, you're really helping yourself out. You know, if you look at it like that, that's why it's a good thing to comment. Engagement, do it. Do engaging. Whenever we was running, let's say I'm gonna use a business. We was running. Y'all ever heard of Buena Papa, the fries downtown Raleigh? Okay, so Buena Papa, we did all his marketing for about 3 years. We recently separated from James, a lot going on. But check this out. What we would do in the beginning years of setting up his page, he's over 20,000 now. What we did in the beginning years, we would spend, how much time we spend doing engaging hours? At least, I'm gonna guess, at least like an hour a day.
Yeah.
That's like sitting there with a phone doing this. Not at one setting. We would do it broken up over time. But there was engagement hours are very important. We're going to talk about those coming up. Let's go to our next slide. Be prepared to experiment with different types of content. So some of us are really good with pictures. Some of us ain't good with videos. You better figure it out. I mean, right now, algorithms are favoring videos. It's just pictures, static pictures. And Darius, I'm sure you can talk about this. Static pictures just don't move. No. They just don't move, y'all. And honestly, there's a benefit to doing videos versus static pictures. Right now, if I take a static picture and I post it, Instagram shows me, I'm going to use Instagram as an example. Instagram shows me, it'll say, I got 13 likes or something like that, 15 likes. But if I do a reel, Instagram says, you got 2,000 views. You see, like, you are reaching way more people. It's like you're behind if you're just posting pictures. And if you are going to post pictures, it better be good content pictures. I mean, stuff like flyers, promoting my cheesecake, a house, things like that, that's good. But like a random fingernail or... Jessica?
I have a question. So I'm helping another business promote T-shirts that I made for her. But I know that about photos, but my question is, if I make the photo move, like you can, I can make parts of it like jump out or something like that, would that still kind of be considered a video?
It's still a reel.
Okay.
It's still a reel because it's going to move just like if he was doing one of his stand-ups talking and yours is just a slideshow of pictures. It moves the exact same way.
Okay.
So I know y'all probably seen people do that.
Okay, so there's another example of when photos are okay. If you add the sound to it.
Yes. Yeah, trending sounds. But
Now
you
you
need
can do
trending sounds. It needs to be a trending sound.
Instagram, like if you have photos, they do ask you, do you want to add music to it?
Y'all seen that, right? How you can add music to photos. Yep.
You definitely want to do that.
Does anybody know the difference between trending audio and not trending audio? Okay. I heard yes. I think I saw no. Do y'all know how to spot trending audio?
Well, they give you a suggested.
Little white arrow. There she go. There's a little white arrow by every song that's on Instagram now. When you're trending, when you're looking, you see the music playing, look for a little white arrow. That's a little white arrow pointing up beside it.
Up.
That's a song that's trending.
It has a fire icon.
Beside it. So what that means is you better go create some content and use it to that song. Okay. Let me give you this case study. Oak City Fish and Chips was a client that we was running. Oak City Fish and Chips. There was this little boy. I was on TikTok and I heard he said, "Pull up on me. Pull up on me." And I was like, "Yo, Bree, this is hilarious, man." I was walking around, I was gonna pull up on me, and all of a sudden she was like, "Yo, put some content to it." I was like, all right. I went in my phone, and because I had some Oak City Fish and Chips, I was running their stuff at the time. I took a regular video. It was just some like a big long piece of fish.
Like 20 seconds or something. Just
something
quick.
stupid. It was dumb. I took the song, Pull Up On Me, pulled it, and I ripped it, and I put it in my phone. I put it to the video. I posted it, woke up the next day. That video had over 125,000 views. We had never seen that for Oak City Fish and Chips. So everybody was like, oh my God. From that, we picked up it kept going. We probably picked up about a good 3,000 followers. Just off of that one trending. What happened was that video had now that pull up on me, other businesses started using it, that song, and it became a trending audio. And so Oak City Fish and Chips started trending and became viral because of using that trending audio. I actually started the trending audio that time. So keep that in mind too. I seen a girl do that recently. Cat Kaleidoscope.
I was gonna say Shonda.
Shonda Farrell. So this is a girl in Charlotte.
She was trending everywhere.
Everybody me and Bernie Mac was like, look at this. Y'all remember that sound? Look at this. So there was this girl, she was on a bike and she was trying to it was like a blender, and she was on a bike and she was trying to the bike pedals made the stuff blend, and she used the Bernie Mac sign saying, look at this, look at this, and she was struggling. Her video went viral because of the sound. She lives right in Charlotte. There's another one. There's a girl named Cat Kaleidoscope. 17 million views she got from using. It was a sound she used of some under the sea. You just never know. So trending sounds. You can actually be the trending sound. You can start the trending sound. So that's one good thing about sometimes pulling music from different sources and being the first one to upload it because other people want it. Did you have something?
I just want to clarify. You got to originally post the sound.
Yeah.
So you can use when it's already moving, like they said, but just make sure the sound starts with you.
That's right.
Put it on the video
before you upload it.
You use it from something that's already trending. You're helping them in
Yeah.
their algorithm, but you still can go viral through it, but it should be on your original video.
Absolutely.
Because the shoes video, people were just using the sound. You got people working out like I can bought some shoes today.
That's
And
crazy.
they were just doing stuff. So the audio is what helped drive the virality. So
This is talking about viral. That's a good point.
Yeah, and that's another. That's almost like a hashtag.
Yeah,
It's another way to file your content. Because if you click on that particular sound, then you're gonna look at everybody else's.
That's used it. Yeah.
Oh, how they using this sound? Okay, I could do that. Yeah.
Was that a question?
More exposure.
So when doing the different types of content, do you guys recommend using that platform to make the content?
That's a great question. That's a great question.
Like, what do you get the best results from? I think that's my challenge now.
Well, people go viral by using the content platform in the platform. So people go viral by using Instagram to build a video all the time. Right. Then people go viral by using CapCut all the time. So I really, it depends on what you're, some stuff you just can't do in Instagram's video builder. Like, I can't remove myself and make fire come up and all that. I mean, if you want to really go in, you can't do that. You had...
I do think that if you need some more ideas and you need creative templates, then you need to go outside of it and create what you want. Because a lot of times you can go do the templates and all you need is that content and you plug it in and it puts it together for you. So that can also make your content go viral.
So how do y'all feel about Canva?
Oh, okay. So Vicky's going. Vicky's going somewhere.
I brought my real questions.
We coming to that. Okay.
Yes.
We definitely coming to that. I think he's all right. He just took off.
He's good.
He got that.
Oh.
He dropped his soda and everything.
You don't see that. Look, drop this soda. Like, Daddy, I need my soda. Get in that car. So Vicky just asked a question about pretty much tools for content. That's the chapter coming up. I want to come back to that. So we're going to park that one.
I got one more thing for this. So the Reels, just make sure when you're uploading stuff to check all the options. So the example he had before with the cheesecake, that's somebody who just posted the Reel and was just like, okay, go, because some of these were white. You can always go in there and do your thumbnail.
She's talking about your thumbnail. So
it can be a picture.
The picture.
If you took product pictures, you can have your wall, because it also needs to be aesthetically pleasing to the eye.
Yeah, wall beautification.
Wall beautification. So if you took product photos and you have a bunch of Reels, that's fine. Upload those Reels, but then you want your cover image to be the picture of your product. And then further, You want to make sure it's in that square. Instagram always gives you a preview of what that is.
Right.
You can't do that on Facebook unless you're on the computer. Then you can choose the thumbnail and what
Right.
that looks like. But you can't do it on the phone, unfortunately.
Yeah, what she's talking about, wall beautification is a real thing. Working at Yelp was there. You have an aesthetic. I think Ashley she has an aesthetic. Her page has a certain look, and she changes her aesthetic quite often.
We was just speaking on her.
She changed her aesthetic about 3 times. Well, I seen when she first started her career. I saw the marriage aesthetic. Then there's like the aesthetic now. She's switching up to like this gold and black feel. So you have an aesthetic, and this wall beautification is a real thing. So we look at Fitbit. Everything here is within brand. So there's not like, even though that's a reel, they actually while they shot the reel, they said, hold on, we need a cover picture. So stay like that. And then they took the picture and edited it to fit the aesthetic. So whenever we go out, if you load this Raleigh Food Traps page, when we go out and we shoot, I done did all my little video. I'm like, oh man, I need to get a cover shot. Can you hold that sauce back up? And then we get the drizzle stop. That is the shot that sits on the page. You want to have beautiful walls. Your wall needs to be pleasing. It needs to be bold. It needs to be clear what you have, what your product is. Because remember, you only got a few seconds to really kind of wrap your person in. And for them to hit that follow button, it needs to be pretty clear and beautiful what you got going on. Can't be like all over the place, just like, what in the world? So that's why I kept making like the mention about, if I'm a realtor, my page needs to say screen real estate. It doesn't need to confuse like shoes, modeling, real estate, dogs, hospital visits. You're like, wait, what? This is your personal page, So
Right.
that's what you don't want to do. Did I see a hand?
I have a question. So, would you suggest? So, most of my posts, majority of my posts that get much traction are my personal posts,
Right.
compared to like real estate posts.
Yep,
So,
I saw that.
my question is, obviously, I want people to know that I'm still doing real estate, but most of my traction comes from personal life stuff.
Right.
Right? So would you suggest pinning certain real estate posts to the top and then still doing, I guess, the norm?
Let me let her fall into it. Watch this. Okay, so your profile, the ashb.realtor, that profile, and we're gonna talk about her. I'm gonna show y'all her profile in a little bit. Let me ask you this: was that profile originally started as a realtor page, or was that once a personal page?
No. So, first of all, I never wanted Instagram. One of my girlfriends made it for me years ago.
Got it.
And when I got into real estate, that's kind of when I started to actually use it.
That answered the question.
So,
Did you have your followers are not real estate clients?
no, they're friends.
They're friends. So that's why when she said personal, when she posts her and she's like, I'm getting married, y'all, look at my ring. She got all these likes and views because those are her supporters. Those are the people that they're following her life. They ain't caring about the house you trying to sell. I mean, they're scrolling by that stuff. That stuff to them looks like ads. It's like, oh, look, buy a house with me. I don't need a house. Actually gone somewhere. They're scrolling right by it. So is your question like, how do I get them to support my business endeavors?
Well, yes and no, because I feel like it's not just my followers, it's outside people, like from my analytics, there are people that are not my followers that are still liking these posts.
Yep.
So it's like, what do you do? I will say, like, when I first got started doing Instagram, majority of my real estate posts that really worked, they were reels. And it was like me being outside, talking and doing a lot. But I don't really like to be on there, but I'm working on it. I'm working on it. But those earlier posts that I did, like going over my transactions with people, like what's going on and all these different things, flipping houses and all that stuff, those work better.
Right. Value add.
Back into it, which I'm working on now.
It's the value add.
But yes, lately it's been more the lifestyle stuff, which I kind of want to. I don't really want to do lifestyle. I don't mind throwing it in here and there, but I would prefer to just post houses. And tips and tricks and information.
You go ahead.
You need to retrain your audience.
Okay.
That is a good point.
So I was assisting a real estate agent, not in this state, and helping her to manage her real estate profile. And she was running over me, posting personal stuff, cooking, and this is my day, and selfie, all that stuff. And so it was flooding and confusing her audience. And she was getting like no traction. So when it was time to post, hey, this was just listed. Hey, we just closed. Hey, for sale. It was just like, okay, but can you put up a selfie today? It's just kind of like, because that's what I want to see today. I don't want to see house. But then the next day I might want to see some house. Like, oh, it's been a while since you posted a house. What you got? You know, it's just like you want to be that resource of information, of tips and tricks, like he was saying before. And putting that personal stuff in there, maybe save that for stories or do a separate page just for your personal stuff.
I'm
because
firm believer.
Because your target is business. If you're going into a closing table, you're not telling them you just got engaged, you just got married. That has nothing to do with the sale right now. They're like, look, it's about my money. What can you do for me? I want to buy a house. What do I have to do? Do I need to save? What kind of credit score do I need? Just like thinking of different things that you can do to retrain your audience. And if they don't like it, it's okay. Using the hashtags and different strategies, you will find the audience that you need.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You got a question?
And that's why I became confused the same way. I see a lot of popular real estate agents putting their personal in their outfits and going out.
Okay, I want to talk about
all
that.
the engagement, but not really knowing, is that where they're getting the market?
Right.
So I was kind of confused. So what I was doing was posting my real estate page to my personal to try to bring the friends back.
Back over, yeah.
Yeah.
That's where we there's something called cross promoting, and we're going to talk about cross promotion. Cross promotion means right now I have an Instagram and I'm a lawyer, but I also have my personal Instagram. That's where I'm married. I'm a dad. I'm a brother. I got 5,000 followers over here. Over here I got 100. What I need to do, I need to get some of these people to support me over here. So what you do is you can cross promote. And how you can get on stories over here with all 5,000 followers. And look, y'all, I need y'all to go follow me, follow my law page, help a brother out. I'm trying to get my algorithm right. I mean, however you gotta do it. You can look. The link is right here. Just click it. It's free to support. Support is free. Just follow me. That's what you do. You pull on your people. When we started Raleigh Food Trap, we pulled on y'all didn't know it. Some of you probably in here could have been ones. We targeted. We handpicked probably the first 2,000-3,000 people.
Yeah.
We handpicked them, and we used that first 2,000 to 3,000 people to help us grow to 16,000, and then we used that 16,000 to help us grow to 50,000, and we handpicked people that we knew were local and would get value out of Raleigh posts. It took a lot of time, and we're gonna show that too. But that's finding your folks, what Darius calls it. I want to come back to this right here because we do a deep dive on Just You, and we definitely gonna talk about. We do a deep dive on Just Ash. 20, here's 20, 25 minutes. Okay, all right, 25 minutes. All right, so let's jump to the next. One more thing I want to say in that last slide. Don't get stuck. Switch it up. So when it's not working, when you say, hey, I'm posting, and man, in my 8-minute videos, I'm getting 50 people. I feel you. I'm the type of person I don't put all my eggs into something that ain't moving. If this ain't moving, I'm out of here. Just switch it up. Try something different. All right. Let's go to the next one. Okay, so don't treat your social media presence like an island. And I really don't like this, but I couldn't find a better way to say it. When we say don't treat it like an island, social media, you don't have to lead your marketing with social media, but it needs to be in your marketing mix, is what we call your marketing mix. So here's an example of Slack. Anybody used Slack before? Okay, so a few of us. Use it for work. You hate that little knock sound. It's the worst, But that Slack, right? So Slack is a big deal for some of us. What Slack is? Slack has tons. None of us know, but they got a lot of users. I couldn't find the research on how many users they have. It was a lot of users. Slack had rolled out a new feature. It's a multitasking feature. What Slack could have done was it sent that update to only its users. But what they decided to do, hey, we're going to go the omni-channel approach. They're not treating their social media like an island. We're including our social media. What they did was they went to LinkedIn. This is a shot of them on LinkedIn, and they got 1.2 million people sitting there. Out of that 1.2 million, Everybody's not a Slack user. Some of these people are following Slack just because they apply for a job that they didn't get. They're following Slack because maybe, I don't know, a competition, So all of those are not their users. They decided to put something as internal as an update on that channel. So that's an example of the holistic approach, the omni-channel that we talked about, using all of it to bring you a good return. Any questions about that? Because I feel like this can be a little confusing, this part. We all good? All right, let's go to the next one. Jessica, I'm gonna move a little bit quicker to get to this ending. All right, I don't have time for posting. Schedule them. I ain't got time for all that. There are scheduling tools that allow you to queue up your content. Okay, like I said, good news. You're not expected to do all this by yourself. You can use. We talked about AI. You can use AI to get copy. So y'all know right now I got this picture of a hand. Well, what am I gonna say about this hand? Go to AI. Give me 10 posting suggestions or 10 copy texts on a hand being held in the air. And it'll throw it up. Just copy it and use it. And here you can schedule. So there are different tools we talked about earlier. I think Sendable, Sprout Social is one. Later.com. Later.com is good. Later is good. Later, later.com. Like later. Later.com.
See you later.
It allows you to be able to plug in different social medias into one user interface. So you don't have to log in.
Your post.
Yeah, you don't have to log in. It's literally one login. You log into all of them, and then you can schedule all your posts. You can see all your analytics. Everything we're talking about later is actually probably one of the better ones. Yes,
It's free for like
5 accounts, I believe.
I think so.
Don't quote me on that.
It's very neat. You don't get the analytics.
You don't get analytics, which
But you can get those on the
on the separate apps. But I guess if your main purpose is going to be being able to control all 5, 6 accounts at one place. So later, I think it's probably like 5 or 6 accounts. Don't quote me on that, y'all. But later.com is a fire platform. I mean, I love it. Jessica, you use it too?
No, he uses it and I benefit from his use.
You ain't got to be like, hold on real quick, I got to go post. Nope, it's firing off for you. Here's our last one. Best practice. Involve your community, y'all, to amplify your business. How many of us got employees? Any of these businesses have employees? Oh, okay. All right. Look at Darius look to the side like, man, come on. This example might be tough, but I'm going to flip it. We're going to still talk about it. So amplify your community. Use your community to be your brand ambassador. So right now we all got family. My real estate business, I can easily, if I had, family, I can go up and be like, hey, you guys follow me. You guys tell others. Will you guys share my posts? Hit people with this. To share a post, support is free. I mean, y'all, if you can't buy my cheesecakes, at least share my posts. It's free. It's free to do that. And what harm is it going to do you? So it's easy to kind of like play on people's emotions like that.
Now that all of y'all have tasted and seen.
Lord, yes. Oh, you already got me as a follower. I'm in. Jessica, you are wrong, okay? Use your personal social medias as an extension of your business. Is what we're trying to get to. Use your personal. So I think somebody gave an example. They say, hey, on my personal page, I got all this going on. Use them personal pages because you want to separate the two. Now, in some we do have influencers out there. That's more of a real estate influencer. Those people that are showing you the high glam glitz life. Oh, I just sold 5 houses this month, $1 million properties.
Check out my outfit.
I got a cyber truck now, and they throwing money, all that kind of stuff. That's
They've
influence.
built up their audience to where they're now influencing.
Right. And that's pretty much a real estate influencer. Is what we're going to talk about that real quick. Chances are you have actually seen this whole employee advocacy thing on social media and didn't even realize it. This is a guy, Nick Molberg. I don't know Nick, but I found his post. Nick works for Dynatrace. If you know anything about Dynatrace, this is like a great company. He works with their sales team. This is an example of Nick talking about Dynatrace and his experience at Dynatrace. He's advocating for his employer. So because Nick just posted about Dynatrace, guess what that did? That exposed me to Dynatrace. So I was like, oh, what's this? So that's an example of you can get your network, your community to promote you and talk about you. You can go to the next slide. All right, so we're gonna move through this slide. We'll move through this real quick. All right, customer acquisition tactics. Okay, customer acquisition tactics, follower increasing strategies. So there's 2 pieces to this: tactics and then strategies to make people follow you and turn them into customers. Can somebody share an example of using a paid ad on social media? Has anybody even ran a paid ad? Anybody tried it? I see a hand. Okay. What was that like for you guys? What was instant? What did you instantly see after you ran the ad?
Yeah, I think our last event. So like, yeah, we basically ran like a little commercial promoting, hey, we got cheesecakes coming to downtown Raleigh. So I was able to get pretty good traction on Facebook. I ran it through Meta, and then one of our first customers at the event, it was like, hey, we didn't come for nothing else, but we saw this on Facebook.
Wow.
We wanted to try a cheesecake.
Wow.
And so that felt really good, knowing that the money and effort we put into an ad actually converted, into something.
So we call that the ROMI. That's the return on marketing investment. He got a return back. Even though it was only one customer that he could physically put his hand on, there was probably others that you may not have actually known that came from that. All right, that was a good example. Did you see like any traction increase? Did you see like, okay, we got more views than normal?
Yeah, we got some followers, got some people like commenting on stuff that I was like
normally don't see.
But I think Meta or Instagram, one of them says like you got followers from an ad. It'll tell you.
Yep.
Yeah.
It'll break it down. Yeah, because they want you to see your ROMI. They want you to see like we're legit. We just brought you 5 new people. That was a really good example, and we'll come back to some things. Do we want to? All right, we'll go to the next one. All right, so these are 7 tactics. We're gonna run through these real quick. These are tactics gonna help you acquire customers, and pretty much these are definitely gonna help you get more followers. All right, so these are 7 things definitely to help you get more followers. Number 1, there's a method called a follow, unfollow. Okay, now it's a cold world out here, but it is what it is. I made a note here. I'm sure you've been a victim. You just didn't know about it. Okay, it's called follow up, follow. We're gonna teach you that in just a minute. There's something else called running giveaways. Anybody here ran a giveaway before? All right, I see some hands. Giveaways. That's a great way to bring in new people, get some followers, okay? Another way is to collaborate with bigger accounts. You want to collab with bigger accounts. That's going to help you get followers, all right? Next one, cross-promote. We talked about cross-promoting earlier. We're going to want to utilize different, taking that content, putting it here. We're going to talk about that real briefly. Now, the stuff that's in green, that costs a little money, okay? All right, the stuff that's in pink, that's shades of pink, it's free up to a certain extent. Now, pay to play, number 5. You can pay to play. Like Justin just told us, I paid a certain amount, and I got some new followers. I seen some people from different, I don't even know where these people came from. He paid for that. All right, take, number 7, take the competition's followers, okay? Now, I know we all got morals, but baby, look, okay? Look, that cheesecake lady over here, I'll take all her followers, you know what I'm saying? I will do it. And will, okay? Cha-ching, let's go. All right, 7th point, get social, okay? Getting social. That's marking your territory on other people's stuff. We're going to talk about that. Let's go into the first one real quick. Follow, unfollow. So, Bree, let's just kind of walk them through. Now, y'all take note. The follow, unfollow is I want to pull out the downfall before she goes into it. It takes a lot of time, and it can feel morally wrong. I'm going to let you know. You might feel like trash when you start unfollowing people.
First of all, he never had to do this.
Nah, I ain't doing that.
I came up with this.
It works.
It works. Okay, and basically what happened was, with your audience or with your product, whatever your business is, think of a local business that where your customers are. Yeah. So, okay, you sell cheesecake, you want to get into catering cheesecakes. Go to the schools, go to, all these different accounts, hospital accounts, and see who's following those accounts. Mm-hmm. Start following them all. Just boop, 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 boop. Now, go slow, because Instagram knows what you're doing. So you can't just follow 500 accounts and then just unfollow 500 accounts like that. They will lock you down.
Yeah, you'll get locked.
You may get locked for a day. You may get locked for a week, because they be like, this is not right.
You just can't do that action anymore. You're still in your account.
Yeah.
You just can't go following people no more. They know what you're doing.
Yeah. So go ahead and just follow a bunch of people.
Why are they following them people? They're following those people because...
They're following them. You're following them because they're local. And then you're trying to get their attention. So it's almost like you're going up to their door, knocking. Hello, are you home? This is me. Hey, look at me.
That's their target audience.
Look at my business. Check out what I have. So that's why this whole thing is like an integrated social media approach. So you got to make sure before you start doing this, have your mess together on your social. Yes. Because the minute they say, cheesecake, they follow me. Okay, let me go look at her profile. Yeah, I like what I see right there.
Follow.
Okay, yep, I'm going to follow her. Yep.
That's good.
So that is one of the reasons why we do that, is to get the traction of local people, where your customers are. Chamber of Commerce's. Hey, maybe you might be starting to follow some investors. You never know. Popular restaurants, hospitals, massage therapy, meditation, like all these different things that wherever you think your audience is at, you want to go to those.
Can I throw this part in? So what's so cool about this is whenever she goes, whenever we're going to use yours as an example, you're here in Clayton, we're going to say, whenever you go to Clayton Middle School and you see 400 people that are following Clayton Middle School, you already know that those people more than likely live in Clayton because they got Clayton, they're following Clayton Middle School. Okay, you're here in Clayton, so what you're going to do is when you go follow Miss Brown, who's following Clayton Middle School, guess what? She gets a notification. That notification says Treats by RV started following you. She got that notification. It's on some people that's got notifications on their phone. It literally interrupted whatever they was doing. And now she's like, what is a treat? You know, I'm a little hungry.
Following me.
What is this? You know, yeah. They're going to open it up.
Let me go see what this is.
Exactly. Well, your page is beautiful. It's got the beautification. Everything is tight and knit up. She can, there's a phone number. Let me call. There's a website. Let me follow. I mean, everything is right there. So that's what this is. So after they do that, now Miss Brown just decided to follow her. What happens? Does she keep following Miss Brown?
Give them a couple days. Give people a couple days.
This is wrong, yo. This is morally wrong. This is wrong.
And then just
But it works.
kind of go back and unfollow. That's it. Just
Like, thank you, Miss Brown. You're my customer. I'm not yours. You kick her off because Miss Brown's gonna throw your algorithm off. Miss Brown, Miss Brown, she's a stripper, and all she do is talk about her stripper stuff.
You might not want to see their stuff.
Right, she's gonna throw it. Now you gonna start seeing stripper poles all the time. You don't need
you
that.
don't want to be in church and you just pull it. Oh my gosh!
You in church now, Miss Brown up there on the pole. You don't.
You don't want to do that.
Period. What was that? I heard that. Period.
Period.
I'm telling you, you feel like trash doing it, but y'all.
I did not feel like trash.
I felt like trash.
You also.
I'll be like, Bree, you gotta unfollow these people.
Yeah.
But look, she
it
did it with the church page, with Now Church. I'm like, she would go follow people. I mean, the church got lots of followers now. Thanks to this method.
We are 5 years old and we started it from scratch. And so
built that
I
thing
had
like
to
5,000
find the
followers.
people. And so I went to the different churches.
Schools, other churches.
And was like, other
churches.
Follow.
Jessica, other churches.
I didn't know if they were members, okay? I don't.
But it makes sense. Like if I'm following his church, you know, I probably might be interested in yours.
You
know?
might. I mean, I'm not stealing. I'm just, hey, look at what we got to offer you.
It does. No, it really does.
You might be
and
looking
it works.
for something new. So you just never know.
Oh, they're stupid. Now I want to point this out. It's not something that is 5 minutes long. This mess takes time.
It is a
That's
little time
strategy.
consuming. Yeah, and then also if you can find third-party apps to help you look at your followers, they will tell you who is not following you back.
So that makes it easy for you to unfollow.
Yeah,
those
whoever's
ones.
not following you back, you want to unfollow them immediately.
Yep.
Because they're just taking up space.
Yeah, there's something called a follower to following ratio. And we're going to talk about that in a minute too. Follower to follower ratio. That means if I've got 7,500 followers, I should not be following 7,500 people. You don't want to, you need to have more followers than people you're following. Mm-hmm. If you have 17, look at your follower to follower ratio. If that bad boy is off, let's say you got 7,500 followers and you're following 75,000 people. I mean, I would hate to see your feed. Like your algorithm is everywhere. It's like all types of stuff. So that's why you want to keep your follower to follower ratio like where you have more followers than people you're following. Okay, I'm gonna show you that in a minute. Let's jump to the next one. All right, Jessica, we moving quick. We move fast. All right. Have anybody ever heard of follow ratio? Have y'all heard? You've heard it before? Okay. All right. Yep, we got a question, you guys. All right, everybody, we got a question, y'all.
Say that one more time because I just looked at mine and I'm following 67 people, but 161 people are following me.
You good. You good. Yeah. You don't want to be following 167,000 and you just don't want to you want to have more followers than people following you. And if you look across the board, that's kind of like what you'll see on social media. All right, so let's jump to number 2, y'all. Running giveaways. I heard anybody familiar with giveaways? Have y'all participated in them before? Good, good. So let me tell you, giveaways are going to be your quickest, fastest way to bring in some new traction to get people to follow you without really having to pay a lot. So right now, let's say Rasha, she has a brand. And her clothing line, Ambition, is amazing. So right now, she wants to pick up an extra 500 followers. Now, if you're going to do a giveaway, always partner with a larger account. So right now, she gets MT. She gets, what's his name? Eric Thomas, ET. She gets ET, who's like a Christian in a sense. So she puts her shirt, and now they're going to war together. So they're saying, hey, we're going to give away $2,000 worth of shirts. Okay, that's a lot of money. It's a lot of product. She's giving away $2,000 worth of shirts.
200.
I like 2,000 because this is ET. ET ain't gonna move for 200. He might move for 2,000.
Okay.
This man's got millions of followers. Okay, so she's gonna say, he's gonna put the post up. And he's gonna say, y'all look, I got these banging shirts. If you want $2,000 worth of shirts, follow me. And then follow Narasha at Ambition. And so what she gonna do is, now he just told, he said, I gotta follow both accounts, and then comment in the comments at least 3 people. What's gonna happen is she's now gonna start getting followers. He's gonna pick up followers. His comments are gonna go nuts because everybody's commenting 3 people or more. Okay, so now whenever I mention, because I'm trying to win the shirts. When I mention you and you gonna be like, what did Roger mention me for? Now you're going to go over to the post and be like, who was it, Eric Thomas? Who was this girl, Ambition? Well, I want the money too. Let me participate. Boop. Now you following both of them, and then you're going to mention 3. It's a snowball that just keeps getting bigger and bigger and bigger. Okay?
People really go for that?
Oh, yeah. Ooh, yes.
Whatever.
Oh, yes. You got to have the right catch. If you put the right bait out there, that's why I said $2,000, people they're going to drop draws for that. Okay? Like,
Not drop.
I'm just saying. They're going to drop draws for that. Look at Jessica. Look at Jessica back there. Look at her. Jessica like, look, I do something strange. What piece of change, Jessica? Look. I'm telling you, it works. It works. But $200, it depends on who it is. That's why I said, ET, if I get 2,000, people gonna go nuts for this. Okay, so it's got to be something enticing. It's a giveaway. It's a staycation. They do it all the time. Question?
It does work. I grew up count from one of the first things I did when I started running the social was do a giveaway.
Yep.
I started doing testimonials and I started doing giveaways. It was a perfume company, and so they literally went from 2,000 to 6,000 in like 2 months time.
Wow. 6,000.
Sound like a lot, but they were people who like perfume.
Right.
So
Right.
Traction is good, but the right traction is even better. So
Even better.
you got 6,000 cologne perfume people.
Yes.
And that's worth more than 10,000 people who just came across your page. So giveaways do work.
Yeah, no, they really do. Okay, so it's kind of still in vain because he said 6,000 people that this page now just picked up. That's 6,000 people. Imagine a room with 6,000 people in it. What that looks like. What's the biggest stadium right now y'all think in the world? What's the biggest stadium you think it can hold? Like just the random number. What do you think? Like a million people?
State Farm is 15,000.
15,000? Okay. What you think? 16,000? 60,000? Probably for like the world's biggest stadium. The world's biggest stadium right now is in North Korea. It's 150,000 people. 150,000 people. So a page like Raleigh Food Trap's got 150,000 folk. You imagine a stadium that big and being able to say, hey, follow this cheesecake lady. Go. And that's the power of what we're talking. So 6,000 people in one room is still a great reach. That's an amazing reach. All right, so running giveaways. What would you say?
I said all the people bought
One thing. And the thing is, you're probably going to get, what, 5%? I mean, I would aim for 5% of that. You know, you got 10,000 people following you. If you can aim for 5% actually taking the bait, that's a great conversion rate.
So for context, they went from 4,000 the month before to 14,000 in revenue the next month.
From just 6,000 people?
Yeah. Wow. Because again, you got
that's more than 5%.
Giveaway brought in more people who wanted that product.
Yeah.
Then they started clicking around.
Right.
It was like, oh, they actually got good product. They saw reviews. They almost 10x, or not 10x, but like 4 times, like what they were doing.
Yep.
So yeah.
I love that example.
That's what kind of happened with us when we were doing giveaways. People
In the beginning, that's all we did.
just stopped and they were like, "We're just going to the business.
That's all.
We don't even care about the giveaway.
No.
We're going to flood the business."
Yeah, you'll get to that point where
Yeah.
you run so many giveaways, then people just be like, you know what? I'm just gonna go
I'm
support
gonna
the
just go
business.
try it because I know it's gonna be.
Because I'm not gonna win the giveaway anyway, so I'm just gonna go, But now here's downfalls. Let me go ahead and let y'all know this one ain't all peachy, okay? Oftentimes people will unfollow you once they find out that they didn't win. Okay, so you're going to run into that. But if your page adds value to them, you say bye bye, bye bye. You've done it before. I ain't win. I don't want you. It was a scam.
Yeah,
scam.
yeah.
And
So-
that's why do people fall for it, because I'm like, didn't win, unfollow.
I think like if you see Downtown Raleigh Alliance on Instagram and they're posting a giveaway and they're saying, hey, we're gonna give away a one-night staycation. All you gotta do is follow us and follow the hotel. You know that's legit. And at the end of that, following Downtown Raleigh Alliance, you might not unfollow that page because you live downtown Raleigh and you kind of need the information they're telling. So they got a new follower. That's kind of how that works. There's going to be instances where you're going to actually keep some of them people and then some of them you're going to lose. Can we go to our next one? Or? Oh, we had a question?
Real quick. I know for me, I introduced a lot of my friends that's here and back in DC a Raleigh food truck because I think you entered in. Y'all did a giveaway about a cake and I won it.
Oh yeah.
Everybody was like, wow. They were like, how you win? Da da da. But it really does.
Yeah,
happen.
it
I think
does.
it just depends on like what you're following.
yeah.
But I knew no matter what, I was going to continue to follow them because I know them, but two,
The
the
value.
content that they put out and the quality of the food, especially when you go to the other person's page, you're like, oh wait,
Yep.
she does really good stuff and she clean. So that helps.
That's a good point, and I will say there's been some of those giveaways where, like, we do a staycation giveaway with Charlotte or something, we'll pick up an easy 4,000 to 5,000 followers off of one post. I'm so sorry, Jessica. I'm sorry, Jessica. I'm so sorry. You should have told me you would automatically went down. You'd be like, this is God, okay? We need a hotel room. I would have closed that giveaway just for you. Let's jump to our next one because I know we're pressing for time. Collaborate with bigger accounts. When we say collaborate, everybody familiar with the collaboration component of Instagram right now? So collaborating means Deshaun has his company and I have my sneaker company. Okay, he's got 100,000 followers. I got 100 followers. Okay, what Instagram allows us to do now is go to market together. GTM, go to market together. So he creates this amazing content, but I'm in the picture with him. So right now when he posts it, he can add me as a collaborator. Okay, and when he added me, I need to be adding him though because he has more followers. But anyways, he got all the followers. He adds me as a collaborator. What's going to happen is that content now, that picture of us, goes on his wall and on mine. Okay? So it's on both of our walls. What's even doper about this is now me and my little 100 followers, he got 100,000. I am now exposed to all his followers. Okay? So his 100,000 followers now are looking at me. I'm on his page. Collaborating is an amazing thing. I don't know why they did it, but I love it because it actually helps you grow even faster. I would encourage you, every post that you make, if you can collaborate with something or some other entity, whether for real estate, if you can collaborate with EXP, if you can collaborate with, your, there you go, First Class. You can collaborate with them. Add them as a collaborator because that puts you in front of them, their audience as well.
It shows up in the feed as if you posted it to your followers, and then in the collaborators, it shows up
Same.
in their feed to their followers.
Yep, and you get the same metrics. Yep.
We tried doing that for our
Uh-oh.
wedding. We did a reel for the Raleigh Wedding Expo. Added a collaborator.
They accepted it?
No.
No, no.
Well, you do have to make sure they
No,
accept
they
it.
got, no.
They do have to accept it. You can tag people all day.
No.
And it will show up in their tags, but you do.
You're going to laugh when you hear this. Downfall. Bigger accounts may want to charge you for a collaboration. So a big account like that, they probably want some money. If they don't know it's coming, they're not going to accept it. And then bigger accounts may want cover images that fit their brand aesthetic, not caring about yours. So that guy, I already know your problem. Maybe your cover art didn't quite meet their aesthetic. It was going to throw things off. So there's a lot that goes into collaborating. I know this is new, y'all. Like collaborating is brand new. A lot of people still don't understand it. But when I tell you it's a game changer to being able to GTM, go to market together. It's a big brand changer. Did I see another question?
Well, I was just gonna say I use it for our church. Like our church page,
Yep.
they don't got no kind of engagement. But I collaborate with my page, which has a lot of engagement, and that brings more engagement to my church page. Like anytime we do something like our women's conference or something like that, I
Do your
collaborate
own.
with myself, and it gets more engagement.
Now, why wouldn't you collaborate with the pastor?
Because he don't got no engagement.
But you,
They just literally.
you got 2 followers.
We had to coerce them into getting social media. They didn't even have
They
it.
won't do it. So I don't know how it is for every account. I'll be honest, but I know we can collab up to 5 accounts. I don't know, man. If you can collab with 5
I think
accounts,
we can too for Now Church. We can.
if you can,
I've done it up to 3.
nah, up to 5. So like, I know. So for y'all that have never done it before, this is a game changer. It allows like you, all y'all go together. All 3 of y'all got the same post going up, tackling. Now your 2,000, your 5,000, and your 5,000. Now we got a group now of 12,000 people versus what normally would have been 2.
You can tag and collaborate. So if you don't think they're gonna accept the collaboration, just tag
Tag
them, and it'll still go on their wall.
Do both of them.
under their tags.
Yeah. This here I can talk about this all day because this has been I mean, and I know y'all are seeing it now. It'll be like Raleigh Food Trap and Kale's Kitchen, like showing 2 people. I'm just using that as an example. It'll be like Darius and Narasha. Like that's what collaboration posts are. Can we jump to the next one? All right, I know with time. Let's jump to the next one real quick. All right, number 4, cross promoting. I'm gonna spend just a brief second here. This pretty much whenever you're when you appear on multiple platforms, that does increase your chance of reaching your audience. So that's that whole like keep knocking on doors. More doors I knock on, the chances are it increases my
Brainwash the people with your brand.
yeah, and on all different that's that omni-channel. Now, downfall, it takes time to convert your content to multiple platforms. Where, for instance, 90-second reels on Instagram versus TikToks that can be up 3 minutes, So you do have that to worry about. Let's jump on our next one real quick. Okay, so pay to play. This is where we're talking about with boosting. Okay, this is where you take money and you're gonna boost your content. This is an instant return. So on most of these, whenever you boost your content, you will instantly be able to see, okay, I got more engagement. I got more traction. It reached more people. You can see this instant, okay? It's not something that you're ramping up. That's just how it works. Now, boosting can get pricey if you don't carefully budget yourself. Trust me, it's easy to overdo it because you're spending digital money. People may be exposed to your content but still may not be enticed to purchase. Remember the billboard discussion we had earlier? Y'all went past the billboard. Somebody paid for that billboard, and y'all did not bite the bullet. That's the same way this works. As you pay to promote your content on social media, I still might scroll by it. She might click it. He might click it and actually purchase. That's 3 different scenarios. You rode by the sign. You rode by the sign. She rode. I actually counted the signs. None of us did what the signs told us to do.
I had some different wine at the house already.
All right, you on your own playing field. Another thing about boosting, y'all, it allows you to geo-target. Anybody familiar with geo-targeting? Good. Okay. Geo-targeting is going to allow you to be able to say, hey, I'm in Clayton. I want to talk to just Clayton people within a 5-mile radius. And so then you set that marker around Clayton, and now your content is showing just to this subset of people. So because you ain't going to ship the wines to Australia, you really just want to know, you want to talk to people in North Carolina. You can do that. That's what geo-targeting is all about. Want to go to the next one? Yep. All right, we're going to move a little bit faster. Take the competition's followers. Like I said, it don't feel good, but her follow-unfollow method,
But it works for you good.
it works for your good.
Come on now.
It'll work for your good. Here's another way. Here's really how you want to take other people's. So right now, I'm going to pretend like I'm Treats by RV. I'm going to use a competing, all right, let's say Mama Cheesecake. This is Mama Cheesecake, Treats by RV. I am Treats by RV. I'm on the internet right now. She got a whole lot of followers. I've been watching her followers. They engage. They talk. What I'm going to do is, as Treats by RV, I'm going to go to one of her posts that's got all that engagement, and I'm going to go to the comments, okay? In the comment section, y'all ever seen that little heart that's off to the right of somebody's comment? Go like the comment. As Treats by RV, just go down the entire comment section. All right, guess what happens? Each one of those people that you like their comment, they get a notification. And it says, Treats by RV liked your comment. Who is Treats by RV? This is marking your territory. That's all this is. Okay, you can do that. If you really want to get grimy, Here's what I would do, okay? Because y'all know I steal hashtags. All right, what I would do, go to that same post. All right, go through the comments, start scrolling through, see all these different people. I'm gonna click on this lady's profile, and I'm gonna follow her because I know she already like cheesecake, and she's probably in the area. She might be a customer of hers. I'm just gonna follow her. I ain't send her no message. I ain't do nothing. I'm just gonna follow on her. So this is when you start putting your tactics into play. I mean, this message is like real strategic, y'all. And I know it sounds psychotic sometimes, but it worked. I mean,
It works.
you want to give
Approximately, yeah.
give it a couple days. Because you got to
Go
give them
back and see
time.
if they follows you back. If they didn't, just
Just
unfollow.
and how you do that, you'll see all the people. Because what's going to happen when you start following all these people, your follower ratio is going to get thrown all off. Okay, so you got 1,200 followers, and now all of a sudden you just followed 100 people today. Now you got 13. You're following 1,300 people. So whenever 4 or 5 days go by, you're gonna go to your following little section. You got 3 categories on Instagram. It says following. You click that little following button, and you just start clicking on each profile. And if it says follow back or something, follow back.
That means they're following you.
That means that they're following you. Yeah.
Now there is one little caveat. Try not to follow private accounts.
Oh, don't even mess with follow. Well, don't even mess with private.
It takes too long.
You shouldn't even be private in 2024.
No.
I mean, we did that mess.
Nothing is
Because we was all scared, like, oh my God, spammers are up here. Oh, not to that comment, but we was, and they are spammers are up there. But private accounts now, we're in a different age where social media, people are making real money on social media right now. And if you want to participate in this in any aspect, you better unlock your account and start posting. Like, post them shoes you just bought your daughter, post her with them, use the right hashtags, see if the next pair can be sponsored by Nike. That's where we are right now. And I'm learning that. Oh, the Nike lady just left. All right, so take your competition. Now, the downfall, like I said, don't get caught. So as I was acting as Treats by RV and I was on Miss Bree's cheesecake, I don't want to, like, accidentally double tap or, like, get caught doing, like, she's gonna be like, yo, what is my competition? What is this lady doing on my stuff? So be careful, because then they might have something to say. All right, let's do number 7. Let's go to the last one here. All right, get social. Getting social. So be the life of the party. Have y'all ever seen a post and you be like, you run to the comments to go see what other people are saying? Shade room. Okay, so y'all know, Tori, you run to the comments to go see what other people are saying. Why can't you be that person that's got the best comment that everybody's like?
I be trying to be that.
Jessica is funny.
I'm a troll, for real.
You can be the troll.
I'm a holy troll.
But you know what, Jessica? Be the troll. Now, I hate the word troll. Be the troll from your business account. So now it says Treats by RV left this comment and 40,000 people liked it. Like, she just got a lot of traction.
They probably went to her profile too.
30,000 people liking my comment.
I'm saying. But these are all tactics, y'all. All right, we're going to jump off. Let's go into the next. I think this is the last section coming up. Oh, this was I don't think we have time for this, but I wanted us to take a moment to look over a business. This is, I was going to pick on Victoria, like this is her business. It's not real, but this is a company called Brightside Bounce. And this is a screenshot of their Instagram on the left. This is their Facebook in the middle. And we're all marketers in training right now. So how can we help this company acquire new local leads on Facebook? They have no budget, so they don't have money to pay nobody. How can we help these guys, Brightside? They're in Raleigh, North Carolina. How can we help them acquire new Raleigh customers and followers? Anybody want to take stats? We just learned. We just spent a whole time, what hashtags? I heard another one. Follow. Okay, these are free. Good. These are free. Y'all are on it. Okay, so now how do we increase our overall audience? Okay, our overall audience. We won't care about local. Overall audience and reach on both platforms. We really aren't growing much these days. Sound like kind of what you were saying. So how do we increase? We're not growing much these days. Any other tactics we can do? Giveaways. Good. Y'all are on it. Ads. Okay, well, we don't have money. We still up here with no money. We ain't got much money, but partner with schools, what they call them, Spirit Night, something like that. Take your Blippy out there thing and blow it up, and be like, okay, your kids wanna jump, ma'am. You gotta follow me on Instagram. You can do that. You can do it. Lastly, we got a new business partner, and we got a marketing budget now where we can spend money towards local marketing. What should we do? Ads. Hire influencers. Talk to some influencers possibly. All right, great job, y'all. Let's jump to the next one. All right, this right here is the last piece, I believe. Collaborate with influencers. We're gonna move through this fast. All right, Jessica, we got 10 minutes.
Yeah, I'm gonna do like a 5 minute bathroom break
Okay.
right before the brand audits. So
Okay.
I know some people had to leave early, so if you do, just
All right,
but
yeah.
the brand audits will be like our last thing.
That's gonna be fun too. All right. Has anybody in here ever engaged with social media influence before? And if you have, what was the experience like? Oh, I got two hands. Okay.
Well, I had commented on Megan Good's post. And
Ooh.
she emailed me, and I was like,
Your church?
No.
Oh my. You know, I was like, oh.
Well, it was my because I got a music page for when I did my album.
Oh.
And so she had commented on that page, and I was like, oh my lantern.
Megan Good.
She had emailed
My lantern.
She had emailed my friend. She was just like, she was like, I really like your content. I appreciate, you being like very positive and like, sharing like good stuff like to the community. I was like, oh my God.
That's
I was
crazy.
Like, hey, is this real? And he was, what?
Jessica.
Deliverance.
I guess I should clarify a little better. Has anybody? I guess I'm looking for.
A social media influencer.
Well, yeah. Has anybody like worked with any? Have you ever like reached out to one from your business? Maybe say, hey, can you try my treats? Can I take you on a tour of a house, or can I send you some shirts? Have anybody?
I did.
Okay.
I did with Bishop T.D. Jakes a few years ago.
With your God apparel.
Yeah.
And he wore it.
Yeah.
What?
Awesome.
Okay. So when you collaborated with him, did you have to pay him? What'd you do? Did you send him merchandise?
Connected me with his administrator, Miss Beverly.
Okay.
Went from there.
Did you send him like a bunch of
I
clothes?
sent him 3 shirts.
3 shirts.
Yeah.
Okay, so y'all hear that? Her investment? 3 shirts.
And, Ty Tribbett, he wore, he has my sweatshirt. It's been some.
What was your
Michelle,
investment in Ty Tribbett?
What was my
Uh-huh.
my investment?
Yep.
Um,
These are celebrities, aren't they? They are giving away some celebrities, but they still influence. So I think
I
they.
sent him on stage. I sent him, his wife, and his sons a T-shirt, and he actually wore it in a video, and Darius screenshotted it, and I was like, oh my God, he's got my T-shirt on.
Dope.
Videos, and he never.
That's
does
an influencer.
that.
Yeah.
And this was like.
But he's a celebrity too. But he still is an influencer.
Celebrity now.
He still
When
is,
I did
right.
that, it was like.
That's kind of where it goes.
Days when he was like he was on like Periscope beginning YouTube
Yep.
rise.
Okay.
He was skinny baby.
One more.
I've worked with, I wouldn't say worked with, I've communicated with a few of them off of like posts that I've done. So, MG the mortgage guy, we're actually really good friends now. So,
Nice.
But he saw my post a long time ago. My first client, she worked with him from the lending side, and he liked all of the content I had put up. That was when I first started putting up stuff, and he reached out to me personally, like called my phone,
Wow.
and was like talking to me about how he loves what I'm doing and all this stuff. So it worked out really well. I introduced him to another friend of mine and met him when we was in New York, and we were like friends now. So he was one of them, and then the wedding stuff. I had a couple of vendors I had used, and they have like large social media followings.
Wow.
So the people that did the bridesmaid dresses, they loved everything like that I posted, that I put up as reviews. So they have like reposted me on their page, pinned me to their page, and like, all my girls, and they have made an ad out of our photos.
Wow. Cha-ching.
That's like a sponsored photo.
This is good.
So yeah, it works.
This is good. I want to take one more. I think Miss Victoria.
I had the pleasure of working with Raleigh Food Truck.
Oh my God.
And so I'm the marketing manager at an indoor trampoline park, similar to Urban Air. Everybody knows Urban Air. He asked, did anybody know Big Air? Nobody knew Big Air. So we do know Big Air. Okay. All right. So Raleigh Food Truck came. It was when I first started in the role. The marketing department, they didn't even have one when I first started. So the only influencers I knew at the time were Raleigh Food Truck. And they came, the investment I made was 6 jump passes, would have been $22 each. They got a free t-shirt, which is probably in bulk $1, $1, $2 a t-shirt. And we really just gave away air. It's a trampoline park, I'm giving away air. So I gave away air In the return, we got over, what is it, 8,000 views?
No.
80,000?
Oh, that was over 120,000 views that video.
There you go.
Yeah.
He knows the analytics better than I do. And our Cosmic Night, what he was promoting, saw traction immediately.
Wow.
I don't know if it was because of them and who they were and their influence on their platforms, but immediately people started showing up. People of all ages, grown people without kids, started showing up. And that was all because of using a free social influence. I don't know if it's going to be free for everybody. But free social.
Next.
Since then, I have worked with other influencers who were free because of the exchange.
It's an exchange.
Do this for me,
Barter.
I'll do this for you. So
Barter.
the collab, that goes back into the collab.
Yep. You did Magnifico Hard.
Yep,
You done.
she's coming next week. I had Crazy Marlo.
Crazy Marlo.
She's in this area.
Yeah,
right? She
Crazy
came
Marlo.
a couple weeks ago. Some of the the other
This is Raleigh.
influencers, they're also really good.
Yeah, this is Raleigh.
The lifestyle ones, the ones that the target audience, they're always black. You know, there's everybody in
We
that
want it all
group.
because money's green.
Right,
We want it all.
right.
We
That's the best
we want it all.
that I've used in my preferences.
This,
Are you a motivational speaker?
She definitely could be.
she definitely could be. Look,
Yeah.
very articulate. She got a word. Thank y'all guys so much. All right, we want to roll. Let's roll to the next. All right, so I do want to break this down. I want to level set really quick, and then it's gonna be fast. So y'all gotta stick with me because it's gonna be real quick. All right, this is a real true story. This is real. I love real true stories, and this one right here blows my mind every time I think about it. Everybody ever heard of Philips Hue or Philips Hue? You know, real expensive light bulbs. They too expensive.
Yeah.
Stupid expensive. You be in Best Buy, you be like, $80 for a light bulb. Right, them expensive. Y'all got money because them things are too expensive. Let me tell you right now, Philips Hue created something called a sync box. Okay, this is back in 2019. This box launched in the United States in October. This box costs $249. What this stupid box does is you plug it into the back of your TV, and it got lights to go around it. So now whenever Thor throws a sword across the screen, the lights emulate that. So the lights are like doing all this cool stuff. You know, it's really neat. Oh yeah, this box is fire for $249. So this stupid box, Philips created this box. True story, you guys. Philips created this box. And the product sat on shelves for 2 years. 2 years. A $250 box sat there. You can go in any Best Buy, any Amazon, BH, all them websites had the box. Nobody knew about it. I mean, they promoted it, but nobody really seen it in action. So 2 years later, they hire a new influencer manager because influencer becomes the thing. All of a sudden, everybody's a social media influencer. People waking up the newfound money now. It's like, I'm an influencer. So they hired a guy who was their influencer manager. This fool decided that he was going to take 25 of them boxes and he was going to send them 125 of them boxes, and he was going to send them to 125 influencers, people with reach that Philips didn't have. Okay. What he did was he sent every person a $250 box. That's a lot. That's a big investment, but probably don't cost a lot if they making, pennies to them. But, y'all get what I'm saying. What happened was these 125 influencers all got on social media. Yo, check out the new Philips Hue sync box. Here's this guy right here. Look at the Philips Hue sync box. Have y'all seen this before? Of course, nobody ain't seen it, but they now it's like a new big thing. This stupid box began to fly off shelves. It flew off shelves. Philips 5 times their sales on this box. The box was sold out on BestBuy.com. Hard to get on shelves. No more BH. BH stopped selling it. I mean, you just couldn't get this box anymore. So Philips, all they invested was their product. They did not pay these influencers. I'll let that be said. So here we talk about like just the power of what these influencers can do. These were real life use cases. People now had these boxes and they was like, oh, check them out. They're showing it on social media and everybody wanted them. Let's go to our next slide real quick. Influencer 101, real fast, okay? It's going to be one of the cheapest, most effective ways to reach your target audience, okay? Now, you definitely want to write that part out. It's going to be cheap. It can be cheap, okay? And it's going to be the most effective way. I mean, we love boosting ads. Boosting ads is great. But if I can if I have to pay, take that boosting money and put it into an influencer, you're going to get a better return. Simply because now it's tied to a personal experience. Like I follow Deshaun because I look up to his motivational messages. So when he says, go with this hat company, man, let me check that out. Because he's putting his stamp on it. I trust you. That's where we at right now, influencing. Influencers can help you increase your brand awareness, drive engagement, and boost your sales. All right, this is a very congested space, y'all. Everybody and their mama's an influencer right now. Like I said, we used to use Instagram to post our bar mitzvah pictures, but we don't do that no more. Like Jessica waking up, she's like, yo, I'm about to be an influencer. So now you're an influencer, and you can make yourself one. There's no ain't no degree for this mess. You can really call yourself an influencer. So it's a very congested space. So you have to make sure you choose the right person to represent your brand, your niche. Okay, niches are very important. If I know I'm doing homes, if I know I'm doing food, I probably don't need what's like an influencer that do lawn care. I probably don't want. Maybe I will for homes. It depends. There's 3 ways to go about this transaction. Prepare to pay money. Okay. Number 2, prepare to either barter with your product, or now this is a new big thing. You can offer a percentage of track sales. Okay, that's called affiliate marketing. Y'all ever heard of affiliate marketing? I know Derek, you heard of it. I'm not a big fan of it, but affiliate marketing is like you can own somebody. Like I can literally own her by making her my salesperson. This is what affiliate marketing is. If you sell right now, Narasha, you're an influencer. Instead of me paying you, I'm gonna give you a free T-shirt, and for every person that buys one of my T-shirts, when they see you with it, when you post it, for every person that buys one of my T-shirts that use your discount code, I'm gonna give you 3% of each sale. You ain't gonna make a lot of money unless you got like millions of followers. You gotta sell a lot, okay? But that is one way affiliate marketing works. Okay. Steps to working with influencers. This is going to be real quick. Identify your target audience. So I got to know who my target audience is. Okay, because each influencer represents a different target audience. I hate to say this, but white influencers normally have white followers. Black influencers normally have black followers. I mean, I don't know why it's like that, but that's kind of how it is. Find relevant and authentic influencers. There are influencers out there, y'all, that are buying followers. So you're going to take your investment, you're going to pay them, and you just paid them to promote your product to bots. Now, them bots ain't going to bring you no ROMI, no return on your marketing investment. So you have to know how to decipher what influencers are real and which ones them bots followers. I can name a couple right now that I know them bought. Build a genuine relationship with this influencer. Don't pitch the influencer like, hey, Miss Brianna Raleigh Food Trap, I love your content. Because guess what this influencer is going to do? This influencer is going to go to your page to even see if you're actually following them. They're going to see, like, how genuine are you? You're saying, I love your content. We look at all your videos. Okay, let me go. Some of these influencers actually fact check you to see how authentic you really are. So we want to be genuine up front, okay? Lastly, number 4, create a clear and fair agreement. It's such a gray area. But a lot of these companies, when they're reaching out, if you're going to reach out to an influencer, make sure it's clear what you want. Make sure it's very clear what you want. If you're going to be bringing an influencer to a house showing because you want to use them to promote a home for you, which is a use case for you guys that are in real estate. If you're bringing an influencer in to do this for you, make sure it's clear what you want. I want you to create a reel for me and collaborate with my brand. I want you to create this reel. I'm going to walk you through this $1 million property. You're going to create a reel, talk about how wonderful the property is, add me as a collaborator. In return, what I'm going to give you, whatever you can think of. A back rub, I'm going to give you a McDonald's Happy Meal. I give you 5% of the sale, however you will and deal it. Prepare to invest your best. Okay, now when I say prepare to invest your best, Narasha just told us whenever she pitched TD Jakes, she came to him with a subset of clothes. Whenever she pitched, it was another Victoria, when she said, hey, I invested air and I invested this. Prepare to put your best product out there. This is an opportunity for you to utilize a bigger market than yours. So, a lot of times when we do these restaurants, some of these businesses, they don't understand really what they're getting into, and I don't like working with them type, because it's like, I want you to be excited that we're here to work with you, because you're gonna take my advice and you're gonna give me everything that we need. We went to this one lady, and I won't call her the business name, but I'm talking, she opened her entire menu. We was there in Jacksonville last week. Opened her entire menu. She said, I want y'all to promote everything I got. I mean, they just kept rolling food out. I'm like, yo, she got to stop. But the cool thing about what she understood is the more products that she put in front of our audience, that increased her chances and her odds of actually showing something that you want. You a vegan right now. I'm just gonna throw this out there. You a vegan. I'm gonna show the hot dog with a carrot in it, and you gonna be like, oh my God, they got the hot dog with a carrot. You don't care nothing about it. You like, just show me the fish. But if I hadn't shown that hot dog with a carrot, I just missed one of my sales partners. You got it? So that's why when you do collaborate with these influencers, go hard. Put everything in front of it. Be prepared for the influx, okay, of biz. If you're not ready for your phone to be blowing off the hook with leads, people talking about some trying to talk you down off the sale, like can you take this price, or people is wasting your time. If you're not ready for the influx, now's not the time to work with an influencer, because every real influencers bring influx in business. This is just kind of how it goes. Go live. Whenever the influencer goes live, you need to be on comment watch. And what I mean by that, be ready to engage with your potential new customer. So whenever I'm gonna use Raleigh Food Trap as an example. When Raleigh Food Trap posts this hot dog spot, the hot dog spot needs to be somewhere watching the comments, because people are going to be asking questions. People are going to be like, when they open? What time they close? How do I get one? They asking dumb questions, but that hot dog spot need to be in the comments connecting with this new audience. And I'm going to use AJ's Cheesecakes, for example. That post that got over 5 million views, it clocked at over 3,000 comments. She gave up a long time ago. I mean, I don't know where
She was on it in the beginning.
She was on it in the beginning. People was like, do she ship? And I'm talking person after person. Do she ship? Do she ship? She turned off online orders because she got 1,000 orders in one day. She never seen that before. 1,000 orders for cheesecakes. 1,000 orders. So whenever that happened, she turned online orders off. She turned DoorDash, all the stuff off. She closed down, one day for 4 days just to catch up. They wiped her out from everything, from spoons, napkins, plates. She didn't even have toilet paper left, is what I was told. No, cheesecake will run right through you. I cannot make this up, y'all. I cannot make this up. It's true. Long story short, she was not. She died in the comments. Like, I mean, literally just gave up. People still asking questions. We're on the way here, and I still keep up with analytics. She's still getting comments now. It's been 3 weeks of people asking, "Can you ship? Can you this?" And she's like, MIA. But that's 3,000 comments. Those are potential new customers. Now, granted, she got over 15,000 new followers from that post, but she's not engaging with these new people on the post. Track your measure and your results. So before the go live, before you and the influencer go live, you need to screenshot all your stuff. Screenshot your current follower account, because you're going to want to see your return on marketing investment, okay? You're going to want to be able to track your results. I want to make a note. Down here at the bottom, I said, don't cancel smaller accounts when it comes to collaborating with influencers. Now, they got the same ability to reach accounts that larger accounts do too. So, for instance, Mr. Beast right now, who might have 4 million, 40 million followers, believe it or not, Darius, you have the same ability to reach just as many people as he does. It's not based on, because he's got 40 million followers. Instagram's not going to let his content talk to all 40 million people. He can post something that could actually reach that same audience if it's the right content, the right hashtag, the right strategy put together. So don't negate the little people. All right, let's go to the next one. We're moving quick through this. This here talks about, there's 5 subsets of influencers. You got nanos all the way to mega macros. A nano is going to be between 0 to 10,000. Okay, once you get 10,000 followers, you move into what they call a micro. Once you get 10,000 to 100,000, that's micro. This right here is going to be a sweet spot. Okay, with the nanos, the average engagement rate is going to be lower. So as a nano, let's say I got 500 followers right now. My engagement rate is going to be great, because it's easy for Instagram to show my content to a big portion of my 500 followers. Whenever I got 2 million followers right now, I'm at mega. If you ever notice, like, some of those guys, their engagement's not that powerful. They got 1 million followers, but they don't have 1 million likes. Instagram's not going to allow that, because the reason why is because you have to pay for that. Instagram, that's whenever, if you want to show your content to all 1 million of your followers, you can pay for that. That's where that comes into play. Ways to find influencers. So you're probably looking like, how do I find influencers in my niche? I'm in homes, I'm in makeup, I'm in I don't know how, trampoline parks. How do I find how do I find my person? Search through hashtags. Y'all just saw, here's an example down here. I typed in Atlanta mom blogger. I got 8,714 posts that came up. different influencers right then. I just click on this lady. Oh, okay, Shanice. Boom, got her. And then I can engage with her. Hey, I'd like to send you some candles, blah, blah, blah. That's how you find these influencers. Search through the comment section, okay? Here's an example of me. This girl right here, Vanessa something. She had 139,000 followers. I went to this following category. I want to see who she following because influencers follow influencers. Let me see if I can go. She following 1,600 people. Now, mind you, here's that follower ratio. She got 139,000 followers. She's only following 1,700 people. So she's got a really good ratio. Her algorithm is, it's probably showing her some pretty sweet stuff. That's what she really wants to see. So here, I went to her 1,600 followers, and I started looking through. I found a girl with 172,000. That's my next influencer that I'm getting ready to pitch. Another thing, look for blue checks. Follow influencers. Actually pay Instagram for the extra security. We ain't done that yet. I just don't want another bill right now. But blue check, the blue check is there. So search for blue check. You see a blue check, that's probably an influencer. Lastly, I'm gonna skip that one. Let's go to the money. Okay, so there are third-party apps and websites that like pretty much collect influencers. So if I'm looking for influencers, I can go to Collabster. I'm gonna show a few of them in a minute. There's websites that is a database where you can find any influencer in any niche. So you can say, I'm in Raleigh, North Carolina. I sell houses. And I'm looking for a micro influencer. Search. Boom. And it'll just throw you all the different ones. And so these, you have to pay for this, but those services are there. Let's go to the next slide. Oh, okay, never mind. I thought I had a post. I thought I had another one, y'all, that showed, we got a lot of content. I didn't realize I had put this much. I've been working on this for 2 weeks, y'all. So I really have. I have another presentation I do. Like me and Darius was talking about. We'll do this over the world, all over the world. I was in France doing this for a company, and it was called Marketing Your Marketplace, and it was teaching big brands how to market their marketplace. So I was going to do that, but then I realized the other day, I was like, oh my God, this is just about social media? Man, so I scratched and I started fresh. Because of where I feel like we out of time and we need to quickly do. Number 7 was we can hit these, and I'm not even really gonna talk. We're just gonna show you all these, and what I'll do, Darius, if it's okay, if y'all have like an email list, we can send this out. Everybody, you can look over it. Y'all keep whatever you want, screenshot it. We're gonna get it. We got you. There's a lot of research that had to leave. Yeah. Good. I'm going to make sure y'all get a copy of this. Take a look at this slide here, Chapter 7. Remember, Chapter 7 is where we left off. This was a poll that was taken at Sprout Social. I love Sprout Social. They went and petitioned people like, what type of content do you want to see from the brands that you follow? And this is what people said. 51% of the people said they wanted to see posts that highlighted the products and services, all the way down to 14% that said they want to see behind-the-scene content. So use this right here to kind of like help you gauge what are some things I can show I could be using. Oh, yeah. I really feel like you would go nuts with the behind the scene content. You would go nuts with the like just showing how to make the tutorials, all that kind of stuff. Let's go to our next slide really quick. This one showcase your user generated content. Anybody familiar with UGC? UGC. Okay, y'all don't want to. User generated content. Okay.
That's how we get that's what we be using.
Yeah. UGC. So UGC is right now. UGC right now. You have. I'm gonna say. Anybody got what's another business? Anybody got like a hair care or candle? No. Okay. No. I'm gonna use your business. Okay. So I know you have the clothing. Okay. So right now she puts her clothes on TD Jakes. TD Jakes posts a picture of himself in her clothes. What do y'all think she should do with that content? She needs to screenshot it, right? And post that as her own, right? Exactly. That's an example of UGC. That's you taking that content, using it for your brands. You're showing, look what we do. That's content. When you're out of gas, use UGC. Display your customers using your product. Display your customers engaging in your product. Let's go to our next one real quick. Share customer testimonials. If you got a Yelp or a Google page, you got reviews. Screenshot them reviews, turn it into something cool. Like you seen Monday.com. Dude, this is Monday.com. BigMonday.com. And they're showing customer testimonials. This shows, it kind of like, what's the word I'm looking for? It kind of like validates you. You know, testimonials. I love his podcast, blah, 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 blah. Put it there. Let's go to our next one. Go live. You can actually go live. We talked about going live earlier. A lot of people kind of scared to go live because it's unscripted. You know, I can't really control what we're saying right now. You might say something crazy and like, all right, bye. You know, you can't. A lot of people, they're scared of it. So, but going live allows your audience to be able to connect with you right then and there. Let's go next. More content ideas, run a poll. We talked about this earlier. Polls are really beneficial. Let's go next. Post tutorials. I feel like you just really need to look into that. I mean,
We got a YouTube,
okay,
so we got some.
you already got the content
Yeah, we
Fully.
got some YouTube. I mean, we got some videos on YouTube already.
of tutorials.
Tutorials.
If you did them short form, y'all know the ones with the camera sitting above and they just step number 2, step number 3, step number 4. People be following them brands.
Oh
'Cause
yeah.
yeah, Pinterest is good for that. I made a note here that I search through tutorials about 3 times a week. I know your audience is doing the same thing. I mean, let's go next one. Employee spotlights. I think we said nobody in here had employees, but you know that's something you can do for content.
Employees or customers.
Employees or customers. Yep. Let's go next. Host a giveaway. We talked about that one. That's what you can do for content. Let's go next one. All right. We talked about tools a little bit. We're gonna skip this question. This stuff y'all gonna see. Last is now we're gonna do like finally we get into our brand, our audit. Do we want to take 2 minutes or we
Yeah,
just?
y'all need to